Hi guys, it's Carolyn with Crafting with Wine, and I'm coming on to share a process of a 2-page 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. And what I have here that I've already put together or glued down is a 12 by 12 sheet in the back. Even though it's looking green, it's actually a medium gray color, a cool gray color. And then I have 11.5 by 11.5 inch squared piece of cardstock that is cream. And then you're seeing this film strip down here. And this film strip that I've made is 11.5 wide by 3 inches high, and I've got another one here that I'm going to put up at the top. And then this film strip comes from the Mickey and Friends cartridge, is where I got it from. And the second page to this will look identical with the exact same cardstocks and then the film strip squares that go on the top and bottom of my layout. So there we go. Now the rest of my images are going to come from the Disney Pixar Toy Story cartridge, all in Cricut Design Space. And just so you know, if you don't own the cartridge, it's going to cost you $29.99 to buy it, and you can do that on a digital download. Or you can buy each image individually, but that'll cost you $1.49. So it's much more cost effective to buy the entire cartridge for $29.99. And if you have Access membership, you automatically get 10% off. And I do have Access membership, and have since I've had the Explorer model of the Cricut machines. Now I have a photo mat here, and it'll hold a 4x6 photo. So my yellow mat on the back is 4.5 by 6.5, and then my white comes down 1/4 inch, so it's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And I am going to put it right here. Actually, I need to bring in my other image real quick to see exactly where I want to place it on my mat. I have made the little alien, and my little alien is 4.40 by 3.83, and all of my measurements, I am saying the wide first and the height second. So he is 4.40 by 3.83, and I'm going to put him right here is where I want to put him. And let me get my photo mat glued down first. That looks good to me. Now on my little alien, I have done some white gel pen doodling on different parts of him. I added a little green bling crystal there as well. And oh, I didn't use any Wink Castella on him. I'm kind of shocked by that. And I'm wanting him to sit right on top of my photo right there. So I'm just going to bring in my ATG gun and get him put down. cute so far, don't you think? And then I have my title, Toy Story. And my title is 6.43 inches wide by 4.9 inches high. And I am going to put it right here. And I'm laying it down flat as well. What I'm doing is making an entire scrapbook album out of Disney, all Disney themed. And I was asked to do this for a friend, so that's what I'm doing. You're not going to see it, but I'm actually making two as I go, just in case I have somebody else that might want one. My friend, I am doing it free for her, but I'm thinking that the other one that I'm going to do, which is, like I said, two as I go, that I might sell it. But I'm not 100% sure yet if that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put it right there is my title. Then I have Woody. Isn't Woody too cute? And I use my black glaze pen to doodle around him. I used my Wink of Stella in his eyes and on his sheriff's badge, and also on his belt buckle, and on the little what are the little things called on your boots? Wanting to say stirrups, but that's not right. You know what they're called. You know what I'm trying to say. And my Woody is cut out at 2.775 wide by 7.315 high. And I am going to put him down flat as well. Fold my tape over so it doesn't stick. And if you guys have watched any of my scrapbooking processes, you know that I typically like to do just one photo per page. Sometimes I do more, but one per page is what I like, because and that's because I enjoy making scene scrapbooks. And I'm going to put my Woody right there. And then I have Jessie. And Jessie is cut out at 3.423 inches wide by 6.922 inches high, and I have used my white Jelly Roll pen and have done a bunch of highlighting all over her. And then I used my Wink of Stella on her eyes and her ribbon and her vest and her cuffs on her sleeves and her belt buckle. I have Jessie popped up on foam tape. So I'm going to pull off all the foam tape and then lay her down. Got all the backing off the foam tape. I got Jessie laid down on my layout here. I think it looks pretty freaking awesome so far. So let's pull in my second page. Obviously this is the left-hand side of my page. So let me pull over my other page here real quick. And I've already got everything adhered, even my photo mat, and it is also 4x6, just going landscape instead of portrait at this point, is what I have. Now, I have Rex, the dinosaur, cut out, and I have used my black glaze pen and outlined different things of Rex the dinosaur, and even colored in his little claws, and you can see they're shiny and a little more dimensional. And then all of his little yellow spots I have used Wink Stella on, that gives them a glittery pop. And I done the same thing on his big mouth full of teeth. So I'm going to put Rex right down here. So I need to determine, I don't want to put any adhesive on his tail. So I'm just going to mark that with my finger for a second. That way I know I won't go over that, because it's going across to my photo mat. So I don't want any adhesive there, so that you can lay your photo on there. I just love scrapbooking, and if scrapbooking is not something that you really want to see on my channel, let me know. Or if it's something that you would like to see more of, let me know. And I will do my best to do more or less of those things. So there's going to go my Rex, and as you can see, nothing can fit. His tail's completely lifted, so a picture can fit under there very well. And I just wrinkled his tail, and I did most of these images with print and cut on my Cricut. I did very few of them with paper piecing, because I felt like I was on a time crunch. Then I have Piggy, or Ham. Ham, I think, is what he's called. And with him, I just used my black glaze pen and did his little hooves and the slot for his piggy bank there. And I didn't use any Wink Stella on him, but I do have him popped up on foam tape. So I'm going to pull the backing off of that real quick here. And Ham or Piggy, whatever his name is, I can't remember. I'm kind of behind times on the Disney movies, but I do know Toy Story. But it's been a long time since I've ever watched it. He is cut at 2.738 inches wide by 2.40 inches high. And I'm going to put him right up here in this film strip. And the reason I put him on foam tape is that I wanted him to be like he was popping off the film. So that's super cool. And then Mr. Potato Head is who I have next. And he is cut at 2.847 inches wide by 2.657 inches high. And I also have him on foam tape, and then I also did my black glaze pen on his mustache and his eyebrows, because I wanted those to pop and stand out, is why I did that. Your black glaze pen gives a little bit of dimension, not over the top dimension, but a little bit, and I think it looks really cool. And I'm going to put him here in this second film strip layer. Looks super cool. Ooh, looky there. Looks like I got glue on my page there. I'm going to sand that away. There we go. Gone. Gone in an instant. These sand erasers, these Tombow Mono sand erasers are lifesavers. They take care of your projects in a heartbeat when you make mistakes. Even with ink, it doesn't have to be glue. It can be ink too. And then my final image for my layout is Buzz Lightyear. He is cut at 7.988 inches wide by 6.597 inches wide. And I have Buzz with Winkastella on all of his little buttons and emblems, and then the light part of his helmet. And I've done some white jelly roll pin faux stitching on some of the places as well. And then you can see that I've got a portion of him popped up on foam tape, and this part of his head I've got on a double layer of foam tape. And that's because he's going to lay over a little bit of Mr. Potato Head. But the next thing I want to do is add some of my glue gun or ATG gun here to the layers that I want to lay flat. And then part of him is going to go over my photo as well. So I need to determine here for just a second where I don't want any adhesive. But then again, for him to lay down and not come up. And I think that is it. So I'm going to pull off the backing of this foam tape. And do that. And what I'm doing here for my friend, she has a little boy and a little girl, and I have started with my boy album first for her to for their Disney trip, so that she can document it all and go from there. So and do that, and then I'm going to go with then I'm going to do the girl version. So I've got a lot of Disney scrapbook layouts that I'm getting ready to do. So that's the reason I asked if you guys want to see these or not. So let me know, and if you don't, then I won't bore you on my channel with these. But this is my 2-page 12 by 12 scrapbook layout of the Toy Story. So I think it looks pretty awesome, and I'm happy with it, and I'm pretty certain my friend will love it. And I'm not showing her anything until I'm finished with the album. And she doesn't know that I do YouTube, so she won't be watching or seeing any of these. So let me know. I would certainly appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and sharing a few moments of your time with me. Cheers.